Recently, I was watching a stream from my good friend NoFaceEXE, in which he was playing Pokemon Soul Silver with the intention of hunting down a shiny starter Pokemon. We were chatting about various topics, but we kept coming back to the shiny Pokemon probability. If you've clicked on this video, I'm going to assume you know what a shiny Pokemon is, but for those who don't, a shiny Pokemon is a Pokemon that has different colours than usual, like a black Charizard or a blue Mew. Sparkles when it's sent out into battle, and most importantly to this video, has a very low chance of appearing during normal gameplay. How low? Well, it varies depending on the Pokemon game you're playing and which technique you're using to hunt them, but for this example the chance of encountering a shiny is 1 in 8,192. So statistically, if you were to reset your game over 8,200 times, you'd have pretty good odds of finding a shiny Pokemon. The more you reset, the more Pokemon you'll encounter, and the more likely it is you'll find one that's shiny. But the specific hunt we're talking about in this video has a beneficial quirk. Usually in Pokemon games you can't see your starter Pokemon until you choose the one you want. In Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, however, you can see all 3 starter Pokemon before you make that decision, meaning it's entirely possible for all 3 starters to be generated as shiny Pokemon. And this is where my conversation with NoFace led.
Is it possible to get all 3? I don't think so. I mean, yes. Hypothetically, yes. Like, the possibility is, like, super slim. Like, someone could dedicate their entire life to doing it and not even do it. That's how likely that is.
At the time, it was just a topic of conversation, but I kept coming back to the question in my head. Statistically, how many resets on average would it take before your odds were optimal for encountering 3 shiny starter Pokemon in a single instance of the game? I was shocked to find out that no one that I know of had made a video about this topic before, so I decided to fill that void. I wanted to answer the question, what are the chances of generating 3 shiny starters in Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold? Now, I'm no mathematician. Initially, I assumed you'd have to multiply the chance of shiny generating by 3. So if you took our initial odds of 1 in 8,192 and times those odds by 3, you'd get 1 in 24,576, more or less. That's a pretty high number, right? Except people hunt for shiny Pokemon all the time, and they document those hunts in videos. These hunts can very often reach a crazy number of resets searching for just 1 shiny. In fact, a viewer in my Twitch chat said it took them over 40,000 encounters to find a single shiny Mareep. In fact, I was only able to find 2 recorded examples of players encountering just 2 shiny Pokemon in one instance. I couldn't find any evidence of anyone finding 3 in one instance at all. So the real number has to be much higher, or people would find themselves in this situation all the time, right? Turns out, statistics is hard, and I actually got a lot wrong in my first draft of this video. I had a ton of math that was like super confusing and wasn't even remotely correct. I even consulted an expert on Fiverr to see if they could check my math, and they weren't super helpful. Luckily, it turned out an acquaintance of mine works with numbers for a living, and was able to give me some super solid explanations for the probability and mathematics involved. So, let's break this down, nice and simple. We know the odds, individually, of a single shiny Pokemon appearing are 1 in 8,192. We just take that number and use it to calculate the total possible number of Pokemon stat permutations we could encounter. That is to say, 8,192 times 8,192 times 8,192. We leave ourselves with a total of 549,755,813,888 game states you may find yourself in. And to find our 3 shiny Pokemon in one instance is literally 1 possible game state within that number. Converted to a percentage, that's a 0.00000000018189894% chance. I think I said that right. If I didn't, it's on the screen. It's a long number, okay? Now, those are some large numbers, and you've likely forgotten them already. So let's put them into perspective. Let's take the time on average it might take for a person to start a copy of the game and look through all 3 starter Pokemon to check that they're shiny. For me, on an emulated copy of Pokemon Heart Gold, It took me an absolute minimum of around 15 seconds to do so, even though I usually take twice that, as I'm super scared of accidentally resetting on a shiny Pokemon. So we can do 4 resets a minute. Therefore, we just take the number of possible game states, around 550 billion, and divide it by 4, and we should get a pretty good idea of the time investment required to get good odds of getting this encounter. And we get 137,438,953,472 minutes. In easier to comprehend terms, that is 261,489 years. So it would take roughly 260,000 years of 24 hours a day grinding just to put you over odds in finding 3 shiny starter Pokemon in one instance. For perspective, 260,000 years ago, we still had Neanderthals walking around. And the real kicker? After 260,000 years, when you finally do find that instance, you can only pick 1 starter Pokemon. It's way easier to go after just 2 shiny Pokemon though. In fact, you're over 24,000 times more likely to find an instance of 2 out of 3 Pokemon being shiny, taking only around 10 years of non-stop soft resetting instead. So, those videos on YouTube I showed earlier of people finding 2 shiny starters, they got ridiculously lucky. Well, that's it for the video. If my calculations are off, please let me know. As I said, I'm in no way a mathematician and will happily leave any corrections in the comments. I stream on Twitch, usually Monday and Friday, and I'm currently shiny hunting in Pokemon Heart Gold, so if that interests you, please drop me a follow. I promise it won't take 260,000 years. Feel free to subscribe if you like the video. Thanks for watching, be good to yourself, be good to others, and I hope you have a lovely day. That said, Altaria is actually pretty good. It's like a dragon flying type. I don't know, you could call it like Cotton Bud or something to do with clouds. No way. I had no idea what my reaction would be.